My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is not something you hear every day. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. There are voices speaking about you right now, voices filled with emotion, tension, and something far deeper than you realize. They are not calm, they are not quiet, they are arguing, disagreeing, almost fighting, over you. Yes, over you. And the reason behind this chaos is something you have never fully seen. Someone stood up in that moment and said something about you that changed everything, something powerful, something unexpected, something that made others stop and question everything they thought they knew. You may feel unnoticed sometimes, but right now, in a place you can't see, your name carries weight. Your presence has become a topic no one can ignore. And here is where it gets even more intense. Stay till the end, don't skip, because what was said about you wasn't ordinary. One voice said, "They are stronger than they look, they don't even realize what they carry inside." Another voice tried to deny it, tried to push it away, but they couldn't. Because deep down, they knew it was true. You have something rare, something that creates both admiration and discomfort in others. Some are drawn to it, some are threatened by it, and that is exactly why this conflict is happening. You didn't ask for this attention, you didn't even notice it building. But now it has reached a point where people can't stay neutral about you anymore. Something huge is waiting for you, and this tension is only the beginning of it. Now listen to this final part very closely, don't skip, because this is where everything connects. The same person who spoke about you, the one who revealed your hidden strength, also said something else, something that no one expected. They said, when the moment comes, they will rise. And everyone will understand why all of this was happening. And suddenly, the argument stopped. Silence filled the space. Because deep down, they felt it, something is coming for you. Not by accident, not by chance, but because you are being prepared for something bigger than what you see right now. So if things feel strange, if energy around you feels different, it's not random. It's all leading somewhere. Stay aware, because what's unfolding behind the scenes is slowly moving toward you. And when it arrives, everything will make sense. A different voice suddenly broke the silence, sharper, more urgent, as if they could no longer hold it in. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. That voice said, "You don't understand, this is not normal, there is something about them that keeps shifting everything around." And the moment those words were spoken, the energy changed again. Because this wasn't just admiration anymore, this wasn't just curiosity. This was recognition of something deeper. They began recalling moments, small things you did, quiet decisions you made, times you walked away instead of reacting, and slowly, piece by piece, they started seeing a pattern. A pattern that even you might not fully see yet. You have been growing in silence, evolving in ways that don't make noise, but create impact. And now, that impact is becoming impossible to ignore. Then came another reaction, softer, but filled with realization. Maybe that's why things never break them, maybe that's why they keep moving forward even when everything seems against them. Stay till the end, don't skip, because this is where it turns even more powerful. They weren't just talking about your strength anymore, they were starting to understand your journey. The struggles you thought no one noticed, the moments you felt alone, the times you doubted yourself, all of it had been quietly shaping something inside you. And now, that something is beginning to show, not loudly, not dramatically, but in a way that makes people pause. That makes people think. That makes people question themselves. And that is exactly why some feel inspired, while others feel unsettled. And just when it felt like everything had been said, one final statement changed the entire atmosphere again. Don't skip, because this is important. Someone said, when their time comes, it won't just affect them. It will affect everyone around them. And in that moment, no one argued. No one disagreed. Because they could feel it. Something is aligning, something is building quietly, steadily, without rushing, and you are at the center of it. You may not see the full picture yet, but others are beginning to sense it. So if you've been feeling a shift, if you've been sensing something different within yourself, trust it. Because what's being said about you right now is only the beginning of what's about to unfold. Then suddenly, a new tension rose in the conversation, deeper than before, heavier than anything that had been said. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. One voice, almost shaken, said, there's something they're hiding, not from others, but from themselves. And that line changed everything. Because now it wasn't just about what people see in you, it became about what you haven't fully realized yet. They began pointing at moments where you held back, where you chose silence over expression, where you underestimated your own value without even knowing it. And the more they spoke, the clearer it became, you are not just becoming something, you are holding back something powerful that is waiting for the right moment to come out. Another voice quickly responded, almost defensive. No, they're not hiding, they're protecting their energy. Stay till the end, don't skip. Because this part matters more than you think. That statement created a pause, a deep one. Because now the conversation shifted from confusion to understanding. You've been careful, selective, aware of what deserves your time and what doesn't. And while some misunderstood that as distance, others began to see it as control. Control over your emotions, your reactions, your path. And that's rare. That's something not everyone has. And that is exactly why people can't figure you out easily. You don't react like others, you don't follow patterns, you move differently. And that difference is what keeps everyone watching. And just when the energy felt like it had settled, one final voice spoke, calm, steady, but filled with certainty. Don't skip, because this is where everything connects again. They said, the moment they stop doubting themselves, everything will change. And in that instant, silence took over once more. Because that was the missing piece. Not strength. Not potential, but belief. Everything around you is already shifting, people are already noticing, paths are already opening, but the final key is within you. The second you see yourself the way others are starting to see you, nothing will remain the same. So pay attention, because what's building around you is not random, it's waiting for you to fully step into it. And when you do, there will be no confusion left, only clarity, and a direction that was always meant for you. And just when it seemed like nothing more could be revealed, another voice stepped in, slower, more deliberate, as if every word carried weight. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. That voice said, you all are talking about their strength, but you're missing the real reason this is happening. And instantly, the attention shifted again. Because now, it wasn't about what you've shown, it was about what you're about to step into. They began to connect things. Moments that didn't make sense before, situations that felt random, people who came and left without explanation. And suddenly, it formed a pattern, a path that has been shaping itself quietly around you. You weren't just going through things, you were being guided through them. Then someone whispered, almost like a realization hitting them all at once. That's why things never stayed the same around them, everything keeps changing. Stay till the end, don't skip. Because this is where it becomes undeniable. You bring change, not because you try to, but because your presence shifts energy. Places feel different when you leave, people think differently after interacting with you, situations turn in unexpected directions when you're involved. And even if you haven't noticed it fully, others have. That's why some are drawn closer, while others quietly step away. It's not random, it's alignment. Only what matches your path can stay. Everything else fades out, and that's exactly what has been happening without you even realizing it. And finally, the last words spoken in that space carried something powerful, something that no one could question. Don't skip, because this is the moment everything locks in. They said, when everything reveals itself, they won't need anyone to explain it, they will just know. And in that moment, there was no more discussion, no more doubt, just a silent understanding. Because whatever is unfolding for you, it's not meant to confuse you forever. It's leading you toward clarity, toward a moment where everything you've been through starts making sense. So if things feel uncertain right now, if you feel like you're in between something, trust that feeling. Because what's being said about you, what's building around you, is all moving toward a point where you finally see it for yourself. And when that moment comes, you won't question it, you'll recognize it. And just when everything felt like it had reached its peak, one final realization surfaced, deeper than all the rest. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. A quiet voice, almost unheard before, finally spoke and said, they don't even realize how close they are. And that single sentence changed everything again. Because now, it wasn't about what's coming someday, it was about what's already near you, what's already forming, what's already within reach. All those moments of confusion, all those times things didn't make sense, they weren't delays, they were alignment. You were being positioned, slowly, carefully, so that when the moment arrives, nothing feels forced, everything feels right. Then another voice added something that made everyone pause. That's why nothing could distract them for long, no matter what happened, they kept returning to their path. Stay till the end, don't skip, because this part holds the truth you've been missing. You may have doubted yourself, you may have felt lost at times, but somehow, you always found your way back. Not by chance, but because something within you refuses to let you settle for less than what is meant for you. That inner pull, that quiet voice that keeps guiding you, that is not ordinary. And now, others are starting to see it too. They are realizing that you are not just moving randomly, you are being drawn towards something specific. Something that has been waiting for you just as much as you've been unknowingly moving toward it. And then, the final words were spoken, calm, certain, leaving no room for doubt. Don't skip, because this is where everything becomes clear. When it finally happens, they won't chase it, it will come to them. And in that moment, everything fell silent again. Because that was the truth no one could deny. You don't need to force anything, you don't need to rush. What is meant for you is already finding its way. So if things feel like they're slowing down, if it feels like nothing is happening, understand this: something is aligning perfectly behind the scenes. And when it steps into your reality, it won't feel sudden, it will feel destined. And just when it felt like everything had already been revealed, something even deeper surfaced, something no one expected. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. One final voice, steady and certain, said, "There's a moment coming, and when it arrives, they will have to choose." And suddenly, the entire energy shifted again. Because this wasn't just about what's happening around you anymore, it became about what you will do when everything becomes clear. They weren't just watching your journey, they were waiting for your decision. A decision that will define everything that comes next. You've been guided, protected, shaped. But now, there is a turning point approaching, and it's closer than you think. Another voice responded quietly, almost as if they already knew the answer. They will choose what aligns with their truth, they always do. Stay till the end, don't skip, because this part matters more than anything before. That statement carried something powerful, something undeniable. No matter how many distractions came your way, no matter how many times things tried to pull you off track, you never stayed lost. You always return to yourself, to what feels right, to what resonates deeply within you. And that is your strength. Not just what you can do, but what you refuse to become. That clarity, that quiet inner knowing, is what sets you apart. And now, it's about to guide you into something bigger than you've ever experienced. And then, the final truth was spoken, the one that ended all doubt. Don't skip, because this is where everything completes. When they step into it, there will be no going back, because it was always meant to happen. And just like that, silence took over for the last time. Because everyone understood, this isn't temporary, this is a shift. A moment where everything you've been moving through starts to reveal its purpose. So if you feel something building inside you, if you sense that change is near, trust it. Because what's waiting for you is not just another phase, it's the moment where everything finally connects. And you step into what was always yours. And just when it felt like nothing more could possibly unfold, a final presence stepped forward, calm, unwavering, as if it had been watching everything from the very beginning. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. That presence said, they were never meant to stay where they started, everything was only preparing them for this exact moment. And suddenly, every doubt that had ever surrounded you began to lose its power. Because now, it wasn't about uncertainty anymore, it was about confirmation. All the delays, all the confusion, all the unexpected turns, they weren't obstacles, they were necessary steps. Steps that shaped you into someone who could handle what's coming next. Then another realization echoed through that space, deeper than anything before. That's why they had to experience everything alone, so they could discover who they truly are. Stay till the end, don't skip. Because this is the part that connects everything. The loneliness you felt, the moments where no one seemed to understand you, the times you had to rely only on yourself, they were not empty moments. They were building something within you, something unshakable. You weren't being isolated, you were being strengthened. And now, that strength is no longer hidden. It's becoming visible, not just to others, but slowly, to you as well. And that's the real shift. When you begin to see yourself clearly. And finally, the last words were spoken, not loudly, but with absolute certainty, leaving no space for doubt. Don't skip, because this is where everything settles. When they fully see who they are, nothing in their world will remain the same. And in that moment, everything became still. Because that is the truth you've been moving toward all along. Not something outside of you, but something within you. So if you feel like you're on the edge of something, if everything feels like it's about to change, it's because it is. And when it happens, you won't need anyone to explain it, you will feel it, you will know it, and you will step into it without hesitation. And just when everything seemed to settle into silence, something unexpected stirred again, deeper, clearer, undeniable. Don't skip, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. A final voice, calm yet powerful, said, "They think it's far away, but it has already begun." And in that moment, everything shifted one last time. Because this was not about a future event anymore, it was about something already in motion. The signs you ignored, the small changes you brushed aside, the feelings you couldn't explain, they were not random. They were signals. Signals that something has already started aligning around you, quietly, steadily, without needing your attention. Then another realization surfaced, one that carried a strange kind of peace. That's why they feel different lately, like something is changing inside them. Stay till the end, don't skip, because this is where it becomes real. You may have felt it, that subtle shift in your thoughts, the way certain things no longer affect you the same, the way your focus is changing, your energy is becoming more selective. That's not confusion, that's transformation. You are not the same as before. And you are not meant to go back to who you were. Something within you has already decided to move forward, even if your mind is still trying to catch up with it. And then, the final truth revealed itself, the one that closed everything with certainty. Don't skip, because this is where everything locks into place. When they look back, they will realize this was the moment everything truly began. And just like that, there was nothing more to say. Because the story isn't ending, it's unfolding. Right now. In ways you can't fully see yet, but will soon understand. So trust what you feel, trust the shift, trust the path that's forming beneath your feet. Because what's happening to you is not ordinary, it's the beginning of something that was always meant to find you, and now, it finally has.